The White House will host the 147th Easter egg roll. One America's chief White House correspondent, Daniel Baldwin, is live from the White House with more. Good morning, Daniel. I'm jealous. It looks like a lot of fun. What can we expect?
Allie, happy day after Easter. As you said, the 147th Easter egg roll here. Full of fun activities for younger kids. Egg rolling, egg hunts, live entertainment, music playing in the background. Lots of people dressed in bunny outfits going around taking pictures with kids. One of the bigger stories, though, I want to show you a live shot of this. There's been 30,000 small and medium-sized eggs, as you can look at right there on those tables, of all sorts of different colors, pink, yellow, green, turquoise. They were donated by American egg farmers for the event today. That's actually come under some criticism from left-leaning people who obviously do not support the president, saying that, well, you know, maybe they should have used fake eggs this year considering the bird flu, and that there are some egg availability issues when it comes to that. But no wonder the president, of course, wanting to do real eggs, of course, as is tradition here at the White House. One of the cooler things about this Easter egg roll happening today is that the kids are going to be receiving wooden eggs with stamped signatures from President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump as well. Another interesting aspect to the activities today is the first time corporate sponsors can come in and sponsor events. So we're having certain events like the Reading Nook sponsored by Amazon. We're having the Bunny Hop stage sponsored by YouTube. And all these funds are going to the White House Historical Association. And it's sort of a preview to what's going to be happening next year. Allie, of course, when the president won the election and took the White House, he established an America 250 task force from the White House. This is entirely geared towards setting up a year's worth of events to celebrate America's 250th year of independence. That was, of course, a promise to help restore patriotism in the country from President Trump on the campaign trail. Of course, the 250th anniversary of American independence is happening next year on July 4th of 2026. So the events here today at the White House are sort of a sneak peek as to what we can expect next year. Pretty much throughout the entire year. It's going to be a lot of years worth of celebrations restoring patriotism next year, and this is sort of a sneak peek, but we can expect the president coming out in about 1 hour here at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, so you're definitely going to stay tuned.
All right, we will keep up with you for that. And I want to turn to today's breaking news. Obviously, the whole world is reacting to the death of Pope Francis. What has been the reaction from the White House?
Well, about an hour ago, the press secretary gaggled on Pebble Beach, and she emphasized that the president didn't have any travel plans when it comes to going and attending services for Pope Francis. She said that didn't mean that things couldn't change, but of course there was nothing to report to the media in regards to the president's travel plans. As of right now, the White House, of course, is praying for Pope Francis, the Catholic Church, the Catholic community. Jorge Bergoglio was his name, and he took the name Pope Francis after St. Francis of Assisi, emphasizing his commitment to the poor and lesser privileged of the community. Obviously, he was a little bit more of a left-leaning pope when it came to his stances on migration, obviously capitalism and things like that, but he was born in Argentina, and he was the first pope from the Americas and the Southern Hemisphere. He was the first Jesuit pope at that too, Allie, as well. Obviously, we're going to get the 9 days of mourning for the Catholic Church and the Catholic community. Obviously, one of the last images we saw of Pope Francis was him meeting with the vice president yesterday on Easter. Of course, his death coming the day after Easter, Holy Sunday, when it comes to that as well. And now the next stage is for the Catholic Church will come to electing the next pope in what comes as a process called the papal conclave. So all the cardinals will gather together and they will elect the pope. All the cardinals who are under the age limit for the Catholic Church, and you have to be under the age of 80 to participate in that papal conclave. So there are 252 current cardinals in the Catholic Church, and about 135 of them meet that age criteria as well. The majority of the cardinals that can participate are actually more conservative leaning. So it'll be interesting to see what direction the Catholic Church goes to in its next pope in the papal conclave. But of course, right now, the White House making sure that they're keeping the Catholic community and Pope Francis in their prayers, in their thoughts today, as of course they're celebrating Easter, the Easter egg roll here at the White House.
Yeah, definitely keep us updated on that huge story. Everybody wants to know, who's going to be next in line. One America's chief White House correspondent Daniel Baldwin, live from D.C. Thanks so much for that report.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.